The East African Breweries has decried the high taxes imposed on manufacturers of alcoholic beverages in the country. EABL Group Managing Director Andrew Cowan says they contribute to a huge chunk of the country's economy and urged the government to go easy on them, even as they aim to meet the taxman revenue targets.
Manufacturers of alcoholic beverages and cigarette makers have become the soft targets for the government annually when it comes to raising of revenue. East African Breweries, which is among the most profitable companies in the region, is now raising concerns over the trend.
We're the second largest taxpayer in the country. We contribute 1% of GDP. We contribute 5% of any in-year budget.
In this year's budget, the National Treasury imposed a 15% increase in excise duty on wines and spirits. In addition to this, the Kenya Revenue Authority imposed a 5.17% annual inflation tax adjustment on the excise duty charged on the products.
Kenya and South Africa are the two big outliers of taxation across all of the big African nations. So in that context, you could argue we're overtaxed versus other parts of the world. We're probably at the higher end. And the key conversation isn't that we should be lower or higher. It's about how we increase our volumes and how government increases its take from those volumes in excise sustainably over time, rather than start at the end point we're at right now.
Meanwhile, EABL is optimistic of fully commercializing its Kisumu plant early next year. The farm has so far contracted more than 15,000 farmers to supply to the much-needed sorghum.
We are producing some volume out of the brewery plant now as part of that ramp up, but we will only be at we've only been at 50% of capacity up until now. Our aim by the end of the year is to be at 80% of capacity. So you will see a gradual increase coming out of Kisumu through the course of F20.
Cowan spoke during the release of the Brewers' 2019 full-year results, where profit after tax went up 59% to hit 11.5 billion shillings, on the back of increased revenues by 12% to reach 82.5 billion shillings. Dennis Otieno, Citizen TV.